on these topics. And let's just start with the first question. Chris, I'm curious, how has your communications and engagement strategy evolved since the beginning of the pandemic?
Well, if we take a look back at, dial it back all the way to the very beginning, for us, it was March. I believe we might have been one of the first counties to go into lockdown. And if you recall the pace and the flow of information coming from local, state, county, and federal at that time, it was completely overwhelming and at many times contradictory, very confusing. So how do we, in a sense, cut through that noise? Our approach was to kind of move forward with the understanding that many in our community were mobile smartphone users. So we developed a mobile first kind of approach. So in addition to email blasts and all the different existing forms of communication, we took a mobile approach, which meant changing our platform to something that looked a lot more visually appealing for our average resident who's pulling up our content. We also tried to really stoke a lot of two-way engagement and the creation of a hashtag campaign. For us, it was called hashtag TogetherMB, which is really to try to bind a lot of that sense of community that we can do this together. So across all the city departments, regardless of what their message was, we would try to embed the hashtag and the campaign in the backdrop to really kind of get that sense of community. And we would reach out to the community for even kind of stories, and not all of the news had to be coronavirus because people were just fatigued with all of that. So we created contests and campaigns about, you know, sidewalk art, having neighborhoods submit to us their sidewalk art, and the winner would be chosen and we would display it on the city marquee. So a lot of these different types of approaches just to keep people talking and keep people interested, because at the time it was just kind of a tidal wave tsunami of information.
Yeah, I love to hear about how you've engaged the residents in kind of a fun but meaningful way. That's great. Thanks.